A steady drizzle falls on a nondescript Michigan intersection, the air heavy with the scent of damp earth. Mayor Donnelly, radiating misplaced civic pride, stands beside 4 bright orange traffic cones, a forced smile on his face. Carl Benson, a grizzled mechanic, stands arms folded, a look of weary disbelief etched on his face. The centerpiece, a massive pothole, roughly the size of a kiddie pool, filled with muddy water, an absurd monument to neglect. A pristine miniature white toy cruise ship floats in muddy water, docked at a crudely handcrafted wooden pier. A tiny sign proclaims, "Pothole Cruise Port now boarding," a stark contrast to the scene. Below, another sign grimly states, "Delayed due to road conditions," highlighting the absurdity. A small crowd of residents, clutching coffee and car parts, murmurs with confusion and amusement. Carl shakes his head, muttering about suspensions and boat payments, his frustration palpable. Mayor Donnelly beams at the crowd, grandly gesturing towards a massive pothole, a symbol of audacious civic pride. Cheryl actively distributes brochures for Michigan's inland cruise experience, detailing absurd activities like dockside waiting. Carl, skepticism etched on his face, flips through a brochure, his disbelief palpable. "Are you serious with this?" Cheryl, with a knowing look, counters Carl's skepticism. "How many potholes do we have in this state?" A vibrant red ribbon stretches taut, framing a massive pothole as Mayor Donnelly beams with performative charm at the gathered crowd. With oversized ceremonial scissors, he declares, "We've decided to lean into the experience, folks. No more fighting the inevitable. We embrace the pothole." With a theatrical flourish, Mayor Donnelly snips the ribbon in two, met by a sparse, polite smattering of applause. From the back, an innocent child's voice pipes up. "Is there a gift shop?" Cheryl's eyes ignite with a sudden spark, a new Phase 2 idea taking root in her mind. Mayor Donnelly, beaming with pride, carefully places Captain Larry onto the dock, a tiny sentinel beside a bobbing miniature cruise ship. With a grand flourish, the mayor declares this the ship's maiden voyage to the enthusiastically applauding crowd. A low, ominous rumble steadily grows, hinting at an impending disruption. A beat-up pickup truck, covered in rust and dents, approaches slowly, oblivious to the bright orange cones and the ceremony. The pickup truck's front tire plunges into the massive pothole, a sudden, jarring descent. A colossal wave of muddy water erupts, drenching the dock and sending a cascade over Captain Larry's vessel. Captain Larry's boat nearly capsizes, rocking violently as the muddy deluge washes over it. Carl, splattered with mud, wipes his jacket with a resigned sigh, declaring, "Well, looks like the tide came in." Mayor Donnelly, unfazed by the chaos, grins broadly, proclaiming, "This qualifies us as a working port." Hours later, the pothole has transformed into a bizarre spectacle. Cars parked haphazardly as people gawk and snap photos. Laughter and excited chatter fill the air, a woman gesturing wildly, a man pitching t-shirts. A local entrepreneur quickly capitalizes, hawking shirts emblazoned with, "I survived the Maple Street Marina." A bright food truck, Dockside Donuts, pulls up, adding another layer of surreal absurdity to the scene. Carl watches, a defeated expression etched on his face, as a car violently bounces through a gargantuan pothole. The car's occupants are visibly jostled, their discomfort a silent testament to the road's neglect. He sighs, turning to Mayor Donnelly, who is lost in thought, contemplating a bobbing toy cruise ship. Carl's voice, tinged with resignation, cuts through the air. "You know, they could just fix the road." Mayor Donnelly, with a visionary smile, gestures grandly at the colossal pothole, a testament to his peculiar pride. Carl observes the spectacle, his eyebrow raised in disbelief, then scratches his head in deep contemplation. The mayor's fixed smile remains, oblivious to Carl's skepticism, his vision unclouded by reality. Mayor Donnelly declares, "It's the only cruise port in America you can reach without leaving your lane." Carl retorts, "But give it another winter, and you might be able to dock a submarine." 3 weeks later, the Maple Street pothole gapes wider, a monstrous maw in the asphalt, swallowing the road whole. Beside the original, an even larger dock stands, an absurd monument to civic neglect and misguided ambition. Mayor Donnelly, a forced smile plastered on his face, gestures grandly towards a new banner. The banner proclaims, "The Great Lakes Inland Cruise Festival, a bizarre spectacle of misplaced pride." In the distance, a muffled thud echoes. A car hitting the monstrous pothole, a sound of frustrated despair. A disembodied voice cuts through the air, dripping with sarcasm. "Great. Another harbor."